Aish. So just bit of a network glitch for yeah. Yeah, sorry about the network glitch. One person had joined the live, right? Sorry about the network glitch. Like can't really say more. But we are talking about Digimon Rabbit. Like exactly what we were talking about before. So that's actually my bias on Digimon Rabbit. Can't really, really say of a fact, but we'll allow price action to decide. We'll allow price action to decide for what's going to happen to Digimon Rabbit in the next coming days to come. So let's just wait how price will react because as I earlier said, the devs are not really talking anything about it. They're not really talking anything about the project again. So, well, the only thing that is really good for us because there is liquidity, so we can still buy and sell. It's not on the port anywhere, so we can still buy and sell. So that's a pretty good one. So that's a good one. So we just allow what let's just look at what will happen. But for Wikicat, I'm bullish this month. Wikicat specifically, I'm bullish on Wikicat. Monthly candle, it wasn't decisive. Click the like button if you joined the live. It wasn't decisive, so to say, but we just expect some downward movement of Wikicat a little bit, just a slight consolidation. The present zone that is currently trading, let's just expect some consolidations there before we see some massive moves to the upside. That's exactly what I'm anticipating on, Wikicat, a level that is currently trading right now. So let's just see what will happen. Yeah, well, I'm keenly looking at price action to see what price action will do. But for session listing, let's just see what the devs will do. If you can see listing on major exchanges, then we can see some massive moves to the upside. IRS you on WhatsApp yesterday. Oh my bad. I'll take time to reply. Sorry about that. I'll take time to reply your shout. Take time to reply shout. So that's my my overall perspective on Wikicat. That's my overall perspective on Wikicat. And one other thing, I'm not really comfortable uh, if developers are pulling out money. If they are pulling out money from liquidity, I'm not that comfortable with it because if I look at a project, I want to see that liquidity going up steadily every now and then. And if I see liquidity going down, little by little, at least that's something that you can see because everything on the blockchain ecosystem you can actually verify it. So you don't want to see liquidity going down, bit by bit. You want to see it increasing every now and then. You want to see it increasing every now and then. Understand? So that's exactly I'm going to buy Wikicat is still going to consolidate. The present level that Wikicat is trading right now is still going to consolidate, a bit before we see some moves to the upside. Presently right now, from what I'm seeing, lots of people are, when people start dumping a specific cryptocurrency and they start pulling out their money from one and start investing it into another one, it's issue because that's why you can see just a little bit of downward movement of Wikicat. But let's just see. I still feel that price is going to consolidate before we trade to the upside. And the reason why price is up for Wikicat and the project has sustained till now, the developers are pretty active. They are keen, searching the project. That's why you can see Wikicat still up and running till now. Like for Digimon Rabbit, the reason why Digimon Rabbit is really down, the most realistic explanation I can give to you is the developers are not talking anything about it. You understand? That's why you can see liquidity, 24 hours trading volume down. That's exactly the explanation, you know what I'm saying, right? Because nobody's talking about it. So, if nobody's talking about it, new investors will not be lured to come invest in your project. That's the simple analogy I can give you. Yeah? Understand? Price action will still, play its course. Price action will definitely play its course. But for it to really trade to the upside, developers has to come on board, and they really need to work on the project, because we are not in that 2018. The first time that Bitcoin came, we are in 2018. Nothing like that has ever happened before in the digital world. So that's actually a new stuff that came, and it blew up. I understand. If you've renounced the ownership of your contract, that's your token right now, it might not really, affect much when it comes to your token. It might not. Reason being that, Bitcoin, you can't really compare Bitcoin because it is the mother of cryptocurrency, understand? And, you know, it was the onset. That's why people looked at it, saw a potential in it because of the banking crisis that happened, back in 2018, the banking crisis, and people saw Bitcoin as a seed, and that's why they put their money there, and Bitcoin skyrocketed to the upside. And if you just bring out a coin, you have to be active, about your coin, informing your investors about your coin, and if you're launching it in any platform, that's many major exchanges that is out there, definitely you let your members know, and people are going to look at the potential of the project and invest in it. You can't just dump the project there and you expect the project to thrive. It doesn't work that way again. That time has passed. That's the era of Bitcoin. When it first started, things like that happen, but it's not possible now. As a project manager in charge of your coin, you have to do a lot. You really have to do a lot so that on the long run your project will thrive. That's exactly the whole analogy. If you dump your coin and you're not alerting your investors about your coin again, nobody, even me, as I'm talking to you, I've not been motivated to invest in your cryptocurrency. You understand? This is just a simple analogy. Very, very simple. That's why you can see, Digital Rabbit liquidity is down. Liquidity is down. That's the trading volume is down. That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what's happening to Digital Rabbit. You know what I'm saying, right? And monthly candle close. It was a hit. I was expecting it to close indecisive. If you close indecisive or monthly time frame, then we should expect some jump to the upside. You understand? Just spike to the upside. That's how price action works. But I didn't see that. Even the wiki card that I'm talking about, monthly candle was not really looking good, but we still have some potential to the upside because it was indecisive. If you look at the week, from monthly time frame perspective, massive week. That's why we should expect some consolidation, some trade to the downside, a little bit of consolidation before we start going to the upside again. That's exactly what we need to look at in the market. But whatever you're doing in the market, just know what you're doing. Just know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So just prepare. This is the preparation season. You know what I'm saying? This is the preparation season. And the video I talked about, altcoin that you should be looking at to buy. Altcoin you should be looking at. Definitely, I'll upload that on here so that you can capitalize on it. If you made 100%, 200%, 300%, that's a very, very, huge return of investment. Yeah, you should prepare. Exactly. Because, one thing about market circle, if you don't. Oh, right. All right. Oh, Kingdom Coin. Now, we'll talk about it, Pretty interesting project. We'll talk about it. What you need to understand about the market is, there's market circle. That's exactly what you have to understand. And, when there is a shift in the market, one needs to look at some certain indicators. And that's what, I've been trying to educate you all You know, I'm really trying, not to educate you on specific things you have to look at, specific thing you have to look at so that you can have a hedge over other people. You understand? Like Bitcoin right now, I've talked about that, tanking really, really massive to the downside. And if you go check Bitcoin dominance, you can see that Bitcoin dominance also exactly that break up the trend line that I talked about, the retest of the trend line. You can see what Bitcoin dominance tanking and Bitcoin also tanking to the downside. Crystal clear. That's exactly how you look at the market. You know what I'm saying? Right? So with that, at least you can be able to predict what will most likely happen in the market in the coming weeks to come. But I'm checking at that keenly. Bitcoin dominant, I'm checking at it pretty keenly. If we can see a bearish close of Bitcoin dominance on the weekly time frame, then we are tanking to the downside. And right now, Bitcoin is in a very, very major zone. You know what I'm saying? Very, very major zone. Because if you can see some bearish move on, Pepe for coin. If you can see some bearish close on Bitcoin, trust me, Bitcoin is going to tank on the downside. I'm not still bullish on Bitcoin. I still maintain my bias on Bitcoin. I'm not still bullish. I'll need to see weekly candle close of Bitcoin, $32,000 before, I really know that Bitcoin is about to fly to the moon again. Please hit the like button if you're part of this live. Hit the like button and subscribe if you've not subscribed. So that's exactly my bias on Bitcoin. We'll still be looking at it very, very keenly, and from there we take our informed decision. So don't rush. There's no rush in the market. Patience pays the more. No rush in the market. Just be patient and allow the market to play out. We already react to what the market has done. Oh, yeah. All right. So, if you can see the comment, talking about trend line, double bottom, double top, head and shoulder pattern, inverse head and shoulder pattern, like, all right, I'll take time, but I'm not going to talk about it anyway, yeah? I'll take time to talk about, price action, things that you have to know as torsion price action, some terms that you have to know. If it is bullish means buy, bearish means sell, those simple terms. I know lots of people on here and they know what's bullish and bearish, right? I've been talking about that, pretty long time. Even double bottoms and double tops also, M and W pattern, as some people call it, you know what I'm saying, right? So, pretty simple. I'll take our time to talk about that so that at least we can use price action to predict what's most likely going to happen in the market. Understand that's how exactly price works. So Kingdom Coin. So it got launched yesterday. I'm pretty looking at that because the thing is going extremely bullish. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very nice project. Very, very nice. I've taken that time to review the contract a bit, but I'm not still done with it though. I'll take our time to review the contract. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever forget, most of the time, if somebody wants to buy a coin, like when I checked out Kingdom Coin, the sell tax is 10%. So take our time to look at all those things. The sell tax is 10%, and you can modify the sell tax, stuff like that. Check out the creators wallet, and you can review the contract. I've taught you guys on how to review contract out here, but if you're selling, let's say you're selling Kingdom Coin worth $100, $90 is going to come to you because of the sell tax. So look at all those things, and if you've not invested, it's a very, very interesting project to invest in. Very, very interesting project to invest in. So, but I've not checked it based on price action perspective because it's less than 24 hours before launching. According to price action standpoint, I've not really looked at that though. What I'm saying? But don't ever forget, be patient in the market. Don't ever rush to do anything because you see a coin pumping really, really to the upside. That doesn't mean that it will continue to head higher. There will always be sellers and buyers in the market. That's why you can see what a rise and fall of any asset that is out there. You understand? And when this assets start falling, that means the sellers are in the game, the sellers are taking control. When the asset is really, really going bullish, that means the buyers are in the game. So just know that it's still going to trade to the downside before you head high again. So you want to capitalize really on the move. Look at price action. You know what I'm saying? As I've said, I've not really looked at it from the price action standpoint. As of when I'm saying this right now, I've not really checked it in terms of price action standpoint. But if I want to really, really get more, I'll look at a certain level in the market and buy so that I can maximize, the profit. That's a return of investment. That's exactly what you have to understand. So that's it. That's it for Kingdom Coin. So a pretty interesting project. But I'm going to talk about it more on this YouTube channel. So do I still have a question right? Yeah. Do I still have a question? Anybody have a question right here? So you can just drop it in the chat box. And if you haven't liked the video, definitely give the video a very, very good thumbs up. You know what I'm saying, right? Very, very good thumbs up. So I don't want to waste you guys' time because men are busy, women are busy. So there's no question. Then we can. What about bound for Dak? Wojak, I've not, last time I checked program, that was a long time ago. I've not really checked it, pretty. Oh, we're five, to be truthful, I've not checked we're five for a long time. Like, thank you for that, thank you for that. I've not checked it for a long time, like, oh my god, like we're five and I've not checked it. Vojak also, I've not checked it for some couple of time right now. But one thing I can do is I can try to talk about it. Hello Nemo. Hello Nemo. Nice having you here, Nemo. Nice having you here. I think I will just try to Kiara, thank you too. I'll just try to combine all of the videos. I think combine one of the videos. If I'm talking about Pepe, if I'm talking about Wojak, if I'm talking about, just combine it in one video so that at least, and I'll put a timestamp. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a timestamp so that if you want to watch Wojak, if you want to watch Pepe, you can just go to the timestamp and just watch that specific segment of the video, and you can just go out if you're not interested in other ones. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do so that at least you can give you what a hedge in the market, what I'm saying, right? So thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one. That's a nice one, what I'm saying. That's a pretty nice one. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll find time to but men are busy, so I will just find time to work on that so that at least everybody can capitalize on it. And the reason why I missed Pepe, I was not really in the market, what I'm saying. I've been offline for a moment. Yes, I've talked about Wikicard. All those projects, I've not really checked it, please, most of the people have my number. You can just message me, but if you don't have my number also, you can message me on Telegram. Just drop, after this live, you can just drop all the coins that you want me to talk about on my chat box. I've not checked about Pepper Frog also. Sorry about that. I've not checked about Pepper. This, as I said earlier, most of these new coins, they thrive on the name, like the Pepe now that's presently trending. They will just go and copy it, Pepper Frog, Pepper CEO, Pepper Talk Life, stuff like that. They just thrive on the name. You know, I feel altcoin season is going to be this month. I'm just looking at, Bitcoin dominance, altcoin season index, and loads of stuff. When the time is ready, definitely I'll come on here and tell you coins that have potential to, skyrocket. Definitely I'll come on here and just do that for you so that you can capitalize on the move. Like this paper that I missed that I talked about. Paper I don't have a Patreon group. I don't have a Patreon group. Yeah, no, I don't have. Just that Telegram group. I'm on there. Just that Telegram group. Like the paper that I missed. Pretty devastating. At least we can just, like more than 200%. That's what I'm talking about. If you invest like $1,000, you're going on with like 3,000 something dollars. You understand? So that's a very huge move. And don't ever forget, what's the average percentage of stock market return? If you know that, just type in the comment section. What's the average return that the stock market gives per year? If you know that, please type in the comment section. You understand? Seeing moves like that is not easily come by. What's the average return? Oh, thank you too, Nemo. Thank you too. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you too. What's the average return that the stock market gives per year? That's about 10%. So that's pretty massive, 10% for just a whole year. And don't worry, I'm going to talk about stocks also, because there are some stocks that we need to really capitalize on, like Tesla stock. As I said, Tesla stock is going to tank, and that thing is going to tank to the downside. And you need to capitalize on it, because you really need to capitalize on it. If you want to capitalize on stocks also, just put it in the comment below, because it's pretty you have to diversify. You can't just focus on cryptocurrency, forex, or capitalize, diversify, so that you can have an edge in the market. The reason why you diversify. But always don't go to where your mind is not leading you to. Don't ever make that mistake. Where your mind is leading you to, always go there. Don't ever forget that. You know what I'm saying, right? So don't ever forget that, right? So I think that would be it for now. If you've got a question, you can just drop it in the chat box, and we'll tackle that. We'll find time to tackle that. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget that any cryptocurrency you want me to talk about, I'll make like a video talking about it. Same time, but I'm going to put a timestamp so that if you want to watch like Pepe Frog, you can just click on that using the timestamp. Then you could watch it. I think that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. So let's just end the live stream, and definitely going to see you on the next one, right? So I'm smart. This is what I do. I always say that, right? That's what I do. So nice having you. Yeah, and nice having you here. So peace out, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye.